funnel, exactly. So here you could catch a lot of different things: mink, muskrat, beaver, and otter. So I would put a little bit bigger trap in here. Okay. When you're young like you guys, you don't want to be handling the big traps, the 220s, the 330s, because they're kind of dangerous. So you want to stick to little traps. Like what I would do here is put a 160 in. So let me see how deep that may be.
Doesn't look very deep at all.
Looks hard to see.
Yeah.
When I stepped into that mud, it didn't look very deep at all.
I wish I was videotaped for that. Ooh, frog! Gotta love frogs. Oh, you meant walking wise.
Yeah. Walking wise.
That's all you meant for a trap. I was like, kind of looks like a little waterfall there. It's gonna be shallow.
But there's a big rock right here, so you're not going to be able to stabilize a trap here. It's probably like some type of a dam. So generally you could set the down.
I was about to say, set a little bit further down than you can.
And here, what I would, if you guys can come out here.
Come on, guys.
Don't be afraid to look up and under stuff. So what I would do here is, you see all this debris and stuff, I would just take some time, and once again, you can do this a week or so before the season.
Clear it out.
And clear it out. Creating, see the frog right there? Watch that's the splash. Don't throw all the sticks everywhere because you're going to use some for stabilizing your trap.
Mm-hmm.
And you see now the water wants to come this way, so let's.
I would use that for setting my trap. Lay it out over top of it.
Michael's right.
Just like that. That's perfect. That's exactly what I'd do.
So when you're walking in a mall, okay, or you're walking in school, and you got a bunch of kids coming towards you, do you walk right into them? No, you walk around them. Well, the critters do the same thing. Okay, they're not going to go through this when they can go through that. Okay, so you want to set the path with the least resistance. Okay, because an animal, they like to walk on nice sidewalks and everything, just like you. But then when something comes along, they may jump off. Here it's the same thing. You're creating a sidewalk or a path. So, Michael, why don't you grab one of the 160s out?
I love setting traps.
Mm-hmm.
I hate skinning though.
You know, I hated it when I was younger too, until I learned how to do it right. You know, I have cable TV in my skinning room. So
I watch Netflix while I skin.
I can watch, you know, football, baseball, you know, my soap operas. I'm kidding, Shane.
I watch the Vampire Diaries.
Twilight.
No, the Vampire Diaries is entirely better.
Yeah.
No. Okay. So we've created that nice little passageway. Now if you put your foot down in here, you can feel it's kind of rocky, so we're going to have a hard time stabilizing that trap without, you know, well, we're not going to be able to put sticks down in.
I'll tell you what, I know that this would be a good set if we had more time.
What's that?
This would be a productive set if we had like more than just 2 days.
Oh,
like 2
yeah.
nights.
Yep.
So like if you get, when we collect the trap, you guys didn't get anything in this, that doesn't mean that like a spot like this is bad.
Exactly.
I think I'd probably leave a trap here all season too.
Yeah, if you're going by here.
Yeah,
You know,
I wouldn't go out of my way
put
for
another
it.
one further down, which we may do. safety thing, okay? Now when I do water sets, generally, okay, with the 110s and 120s like Madison set, it's got that bell trigger. Well, this doesn't have a bell. So what I like to do is just keep it like, I spread it out a little bit, but I'm gonna set it like that, with the triggers up. Okay, so it's creating that window. Also, if it's down, the mink can literally just keep running through that. Exactly. So what you're going to do, Cheyenne, the other thing I do too is I'll look at how the, careful what you're kicking, I'll look to see how that the bottom or where I'm going to put the trap is. You know, if it's flat across and I'm holding bedding the trap this way, I'm going to bend that down so that's completely level all the way across like that. But like on the ring, on that wall up there that she had set her trap, she put the spring up there. So you want to look at that instead of playing with it when you're down there. Okay, and if you're holding on to this end, you're not going to get, you shouldn't get hurt. And the other thing, remember I look around, okay, what am I going to wire this to? So this is a pretty good sized block right there. So I want my cable to go that way. So I'm going to bend the springs up so you can do it. No, don't put it in yet. Remember what I said, you want to bend them down so it's kind of level across. Nope, that one might be down a little too much, the one in your left. That looks good. Now go ahead and you want it centered in that rung. You don't want it kind of kitty corner.
I think the left one's up a little bit,
careful with that.
down a little bit low.
Dip that right underneath. If you have it like this, you want to like kind of get it right. Go ahead, push the spring down. So you see where the animal is coming this way? Okay, now take that rock that's right next to your foot, set it right on that spring. It doesn't take much for an animal to turn and go a different direction. Now, is that pretty stable? That's pretty stable, but what I would do is find another rock just to put on this side. Just like that. Okay. So if you look at that, it's pretty good. I would take that. Will that break? Nope, the one sticking out in the water. That little one. Yeah, will that break? Just bend in. Oh, we'll pull it right out. Okay, now what I want to do here also is maybe take some of these ferns or something and kind of stick them in here and drape them over. You want to try to create that tunnel. What else we got in that basket?
We have a 110, a 160, and a 330.
Yep. So just like Madison did, blend it in. Why don't you give Madison a 110 and area right here? It's a nice place right there.
There you go, Madison.
Now you're not going to be able to really, Madison, why don't you come up and around that way, and you won't disturb her set. You can take those ferns, Cheyenne, and take it and you can bend it in half and then stick it down in there.
My bad, we also have a 1.5.
Okay. Okay, now, perfect. Look how nice that looks. So you want to take that safety thing off. So it's just like a spring thing. Good. Stick it in your pocket, or you're going to hand it to me, and I'll stick it in my pocket. You're going to stick it to me, or hand it to me. This is mine. Now, the cable thing. Did you see how that worked? So what you're going to do is you just take this, you're going to wrap it around, stick the end through that, and that's it. So me see you do it. Come on, right over here.
I love those cable locks. I really gotta get some of those.
So that end will go around. Hold this here, otherwise it's going to slow down. Slide down. Bring it right up over here. You see where this is the notch of the tree? Or where the old branches were? Madison, you see a good place over there to set it? Remember, think like a mink. I'm a poet and I don't even know it.
Hmm.
Kind of got to turn that nut a little sideways like that.
Between the rock and the grass.
Lock it in over there and then pull it to, lock it in place, pull this end. Pull that right up.
Woo! Basketball player over here, NBA star.
Nah, maybe the CBA. That's good, that's not going anywhere. So, you know you'll catch mink muskrat there, but looking upstream, if you get down and look right up through there, you'll see that one of your ferns is kind of in the way.
Yeah,
so
I can see it.
Bend over and look up through the trap, right from where you are. Don't bend over too far because you'll get your tush wet. You see how that one fern is in the way? So you can reach there. Don't reach through the trap.
I don't need to see that again.
I was, my wife was out trapping with me and
Don't tell me she reached through the trap.
she forgot to put the bait in the box, and I hear this snap, and I turn around and she's going like this. And I said, "You okay?" And she goes, "Yeah, it didn't get me." Yeah, it whacked her on the back of the hand. Just as she started to do it, she realized, uh-oh, and pulled it back.
That's funny.
Nice. So do you see a spot? You see how that's worn down there? He's going up there. He may be going up and around that way. Okay? So if there wasn't dogs there, then I would put two traps here. I would put that one there. Less likely the dog. Nope, and then I put one up in there. Because they may be hunting up in there. And that goes down.
Comes out right here.
Comes right down into there. Because you want to be respectful for property owners and dogs and stuff. And, you know, a trap like that's not going to hurt a dog too bad, but you know, he's going to associate you with that trap, and you're not going to make a friend. So let me see that. Go ahead and take that stick out of there. Don't toss it too far, because you might want to use it. I don't use tree locks on my 110s. They're only on 120s, 160s, 220s.
So what's that? Oh, wire.
It's cable and just wire. But I have the wire all on the trap, so when I go out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So this has got that bell trigger.
Now, why can't you just bend those to be like that on the?
Because then it'll
160?
shorten it up. I've been meaning to call BMIs. These are BMIs, and asking them to make triggers like this for their BMIs, because that's the 160s are BMI.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you've seen where you want to put the trap. So remember, like just similar to the ring wall or wing wall, you want to, I'm going to set this one for you. You want to put it up like that. Have that trigger right in the middle. And always hold the spring here. Don't hold anything else. So go ahead and set that in there. I would move it down a little bit to your right. Pick it right up and move it a little more. And don't bring it so far down, or like down into the mud. Okay, so 110s are a little harder to stabilize because it's only got one spring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but because you got that spring against the rock there, see where the two jaws are like this? Jaws, you're going to stick it through that. Okay, so this is resting down on the spring. So you're going to want to put it in at this angle, just like that. Sometimes, okay, let me find you something skinnier. Yep, twist, like you're putting in a screw. Is that fairly stable? No. Okay, now take, let's see. And you can take this one and just put it right down in, straight down in between the spring. Yep, just like that, and see if that'll work down in. Good. Pretty stable now. Yep. Sometimes I'll just clean that water away. So if you can get water flowing through there, reach in there carefully. You see that stick there? Or actually, yeah. Pull that away. Then use the stick itself and kind of push that other debris away. Dam this side up. Oh, cool. Okay. That's what the mink and otter are going to be
feasting on.
Okay, you see how that water's running through that? So it's going to keep it clear, and animals are more likely to go through that because it's running water. Okay, now we have to anchor the trap down.